Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we'll take a look at how we can view logs on a Kali Linux machine. Now we'll look at the directory that contains log files, and then we'll also look at a tool called journalctl, which is the tool that's used to manage logs on machines that are running systemd, which should be most of the distros. Let's go ahead and open the terminal and navigate to the log directory, which is found under var directory. So I'm gonna cd to var log, and then if I do ls here, you can see there's different files and directories here. So these are some of the log files. You have the boot.log, and then you have logs related to applications or services. So like Apache services, this is a directory. If you go inside that directory, let's cd to Apache here. You see there's some logs here, error log, access log. If I do cat, so there's different commands we can use to view the file. We can use cat, less, tail, head, depending on what you prefer to use. So let's look at this one. No, there's nothing in there. There's also nothing in there. So let's find another file here. So there's logs here related to XRDP. You can see this one doesn't have anything. The file size is 0. Let's say boot.log. I believe it was 1. Now it says permission denied because it's if you look at the file, the owner is root, so you have to use sudo here because the owner is root. Let's do sudo and then put in our password, and for this file we're able to see the contents. So these are the contents of that file. Those are the logs for boot.log. Now previously most of the logs were found in this directory. Before systemd, you would find authentication logs, syslogs in this directory right here, but right now if I try to find syslog, there's nothing that says syslog here, even though on some distros still you can find syslog, I think like Ubuntu, and then you might be able to find authentication logs as well, but this one, Kali Linux, doesn't have them. But you should be able to find pretty much all the logs using journalctl. We'll go ahead and look at journalctl command. With journalctl, you can use the command by itself, or you can use different options. Let's look at the command by itself. I can say journalctl, and this is going to show you kernel logs, authentication logs, all kinds of logs, hardware logs, boot logs. If I was to grab to say, let me see if it's going to show anything. Let me add to grep. Let me add grep here. So it's saying authorization and all that. And if I just say connection, so it's even logging connection or hardware logs. So let's do SSH for authentication. So it's also showing us authentication logs, accepted password. Okay, let's say password. Again, journalctl is going to show you all the logs. You just need to know how to filter. There's options for filtering. You can look at the man page, or you can use the help option. Let's look at the help option here. So let's say journalctl-h, and this is just some of the options we have. For instance, you have -u for unit. If you know the unit, you can use -u and then specify the unit. There's also -t. So if you know the syslog identifier, you can use that one. And we can also look at new logs using -f. Let's see if I can find -f here. So follow, it's gonna show you any new logs that are coming in. So let's go ahead and look at those examples. We can start with the -u for the unit. You have to know the unit. I can say journalctl -u, and let's try SSH. It's a unit of service, and it's gonna just filter to show SSH service logs. Okay, Similar way, you can use -t, and I believe it's sshd, and that's going to show you logs related to that as well. Syslog identifier right here. Now with journalctl, with just saw -f, we can use it to monitor logs. That is, you can view the logs as they come in, any new logs. You can say, let me just clear this screen. I can say journalctl. I can do -f here. And any new logs that are going to come in are going to be shown here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to SSH to this machine from a different machine. So I was actually connected to it, so it showed that I disconnected. Let me connect back to it. So I typed in the wrong password, and as you can see, it logged that, saying that there was an error. That's because the password was wrong. So you have a authentication failure here for SSH, failed password for this user coming from this IP. And if I was to type in the correct password, it would also show that it accepted the password. Okay, let's pivot here for a second. We'll cd back to var log. So I wanted to highlight another way we can use to show logs that are coming in that are associated with an application. And I just want to show another way you can use tail to view new logs as they come in. And in this case, there will be logs associated with, let's say, an application. So I'm going to, since there's no logs inside this file right now, I'm just going to stop the services here and then restart the services, and that should be logged into this file. We should be able to see that, and then we should be able to see them as they come in. Let's do tail, and this one is going to show us any new logs as they come in. rdp log. So that's the log file. We saw there's nothing inside of it. So when I enter, nothing is showing. I'm going to open a new window, and this time I'm going to do sudo systemctl. I'm going to stop xrdp, and as you can see, a log was generated here. Okay, it's saying that it received termination signal. Okay, and I'm going to repeat this command, but I'm going to change this to start. Okay, and as you can see, we're getting that it's now listening on this port, and we're able to see them as they came in because we use -f. Now if I repeat the command, there should be some content in the file now, and I should be able to use, let's say, head here, just to view the first 10, xrdp.log, and there you are. And with head, we can specify that maybe I want just the first 5. I can filter it that way. If you just wanted to see a specific line, you can also use grep. You can say grep. Let's say I just want to see what port, grep port, and then the file name here, xrdp.log, and it will just show me all the lines that are as port. So that's all for this video. That's how you can view logs, as well as how you can filter the logs on a Kali Linux machine. So I hope this information has been helpful. I'll catch you in my next video. Thanks. Bye.